Council Levine, and this is your maiden speech. Congratulations.
Thank you, this amendment that I'm proposing will remove the Overlyway South Abbott's depot site from the proposal. I regret to say that we find ourselves at this point because of the complete incompetence of the current, previous and Conservative administration. They did a deal with the developer to vacate the current Mill Hill depot site before securing an alternative. Then the think and weigh option fell through, and now there's panic. Being over a barrel, as they say, they are now proposing to pay well over the odds for the Abbott site. This site was bought for £8 million a few years ago, but they want us to offer £3.5 million now on the basis of residential value. That's a whopping £5.5 million more than was paid for it, because now it's been costed as suitable for housing. In addition, Crossrail 2 are currently consulting on safeguarding the Abbott's depot site. And whatever is written in the report about indications that the depot might still be located here long term, it's acknowledged that there's a risk of it being for possibly as little as 5 years. Just to underline the risk here, a resident has sent me a copy of some recent correspondence he's had with Transport for London, where they say, and I quote this, "I know this is strange, but we don't actually know yet the size of land required." So quite frankly, it seems to be madness to me to even consider this site. Then there's the issue of the sheer contempt shown to the residents with a lack of any attempt yet at consultation. This Tory administration tried to bounce this through Assets and Regeneration Committee before the residents had heard about it. It's only thanks to Labour councillors on that committee that we had a chance even to discuss it tonight. Labour councillors, on the other hand, have quickly consulted residents, particularly in Brunswick Park and Coppets, and we find overwhelming opposition to this Abbott's depot proposal. The Coppets Grove Residents Association alone has given us over 100 signatures in opposition, and we've received many more emails and letters also opposing it. To try to pretend that there's no need for consultation until the planning stage, when the council will decide whether or not to give itself planning permission for the depot, is a complete travesty. It's just a cynical attempt to try and get councillors who should be supporting their residents off the hook. Hasn't the Tory administration learned anything about the importance of full consultation, given the number of possibly judicial reviews that they've had on this matter? To conclude, this site is completely unsuitable. It backs onto a nursery, it has a playground opposite the entrance to the site, it's surrounded by blocks of flats and residential streets, and it's accessed by already congested roads that the 140 refuse trucks per day will be using. It's utterly unfair to propose dumping this depot and waste bulking facility quite literally under the noses of our residents. I urge you to support this amendment.